All right, well let's get this crack-a-lackin'.
Okay.
And I'm back with, you already know who it is. It's the Boondocks.
Woo!
And I've got both of them.
Hello.
Finally, I've had Scott on twice, Branden on once, and it's time to have them both on.
It's time.
Have you been on twice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm more interesting.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I'm being
that's
used.
debatable.
But I don't mind being used like this.
I'm pretty sure the first time one of the times you couldn't come because of something. You were sick, maybe. And so it was just me. Maybe it was the second time.
Who knows?
Who knows? It's irrelevant. Let's continue.
Let's continue. Well, let's start with last night's gig.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
That
sir.
slapped.
That was pretty good.
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Every band was like I was saying before to you guys, every band had like their own thing going.
Yeah. It was fucking...
We had some funk with the rooms, and every band's been on my podcast, so I'm insanely biased.
It was a Scots only show. That's what it should be.
I know, it should be called the Only Scots Tour. It's just, all these bands have been on here, and I was like, this lineup's great. I wonder why.
We should have got you to MC it. That would have been sick.
actually.
Yeah,
That would have been
honestly.
cute. Maybe next time.
Next
But
time, yeah.
what was fun was just like, you got rooms, funk band to start off, and then you got Pink Plates, the crazy punk fucking rock going on, and then
Yes.
you had you guys gone with a two-piece fucking rockin' fucking shit happening with the appearance from a Sasquatch. That was fun. We'll talk more about that. And then offside, finishing off with some groovy rock bangers, and those guys just do a bit of everything. It's fucking cool. So like every band was just like high quality.
It was
Yeah,
a great
you know,
show. Everyone,
opposed to those other bands.
yeah,
Every other band.
Every other band.
every band was great on that lineup. Everyone played really well, and there was a great turnout, which was really good. Like even from the start, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was saying to you before, I was like, I'm really glad that there was just a crowd for every band. Because usually the first band will get the shit end of the stick and not have that
Well, that's
much
what I
crowd.
mean by like every band's like kind of established in their own little field.
Yeah.
So that really did make a difference.
Yeah, no, it was cool, man. I think that was like probably our favorite show that we've ever played.
The night went fast. That doesn't. I'll be honest. That doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, they drag.
Shit drags on.
Sometimes I'm like, oh man,
Please.
yeah, I'm fucking old man. I'm standing there. I'm just like, get on with it. But no, I'm just like, no, this is good. That was good. The
Yeah.
Sasquatch appearance. That was fun. That definitely like that. I enjoyed that part.
I
of the
forgot
set.
about that I forgot that we were doing that until last night.
Yeah, I know.
He came up to me, he's like, remember we were doing the fucking proposal thing? And I was like, what? Oh, shit, yeah. I was supposed to have a... What happened to the cock ring?
So the original script for it is we were going to have the Bigfoot come out because I said it at the show. I was like, oh, the reason we haven't been here is because Branden had a baby. Originally, we were meant to have a baby and it was meant to be like either a Sasquatch baby or it was meant to be like a baby doll with a mustache on it. And the mother and baby are here right now. And then the Bigfoot would come out.
Yeah.
And we'd be like, Branden, don't you want to ask something? And then the Elvis song would play, Can't Help Falling in Love.
Yeah.
And then Branden would propose, but because Bigfoots have humongous hands, we're like, what ring's going to fit it? And James from Pink Plates, who played Bigfoot, suggested we put a cock ring on his foot. It was just a very James thing to do.
Very, very
So
Very
he's
on
like-
brand.
He's like, propose with a cock ring. And, but we didn't bring the cock ring and we didn't bring the baby.
Well, he fucking stitched me up because I was backstage and then I was like, do we have a ring? And James was like, yeah, I got the cock ring. And I was like, oh, cool, you brought it. And he's like, yeah, I'm wearing it. I was like, well, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, I'm wearing the cock ring. Like, you got to take it off me.
Hey,
You gotta take it off me,
I was
man.
looking at him and I was like, are you serious?
like
He's like,
shaking, holding this
you
cock
can never
ring.
tell, eh?
You gotta take it off me. It's gonna go on mine.
I fully thought he was wearing a cock ring.
He probably was.
He
might have
probably
been.
was.
He probably had one in his wallet or something. Who
Yeah,
knows?
very on brand.
Yeah, definitely. We were originally meant to kick this Bigfoot baby into the crowd and have like a baby crowd surfing as well. That sounds horrific out loud. James even suggested we get a pool noodle and get like a tan colored one and fill it with a thick white liquid, and so it looks like the Bigfoot's penis.
Yeah.
And just spray Bigfoot cum all over this.
Me and James had an actual serious conversation about that after the show.
I
Because he
hate
was
you.
like, we sat down and we were both fucked, and he'd been in the costume and he was like sweating sitting on the couch.
And his
Yeah.
undies.
And I sat down and we were both in just like a fully serious mood, and he was like, I think for one of the shows, he's like, I want to get a penis, and I want to get a big penis, and I want to fill it with like cum, and we can fucking spray it out. And I was like, we're having a serious conversation. I was like, well, what would work as like a cummy substance?
Cornflower water, right?
Yeah, and then he was like, oh yeah, like starch and corn flour. Like, if you mix that up thick enough. And I was like, true. And then, like, the bar staff walked in. And she's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Yeah. Is this appropriate for Scott? Is this appropriate for the podcast?
I mean, I've had a lot of crazy shit said on here, so it's actually all right.
Yeah. Yeah, that was so that was gonna happen last. It didn't go to plan, but I was very happy with how the Sasquatch turned out.
It was good.
I've never seen so many phones get pulled up at one of our shows before.
Yeah, it was quite cool.
Yeah,
I wasn't surprised it was James.
Yeah.
As soon as it came out, I was like, "Is that? I bet that's James." I was like, yeah.
We had the actual Bigfoot that played the Bigfoot in the
music video.
In the music video, Dave, he was there.
He's such a nice dude.
Such a nice dude.
He's coolest. He's fucking humongous, bro.
Yeah.
He's like 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
Did you see like the guy whose head was probably?
No, I
hitting
did.
the
I saw
ceiling?
him walk in, and I was like, "Oh, that's the guy who did it."
Yeah, he's really cool. He's really nice.
Poor dude. He was like, when we filmed that music video, he was in the suit for like the whole day. It was like 9
10
hours.
hour
or something.
day, yeah.
10 hours. And
Music
it was,
video life. Yeah.
and it was like hot. It was like the middle of summer. It was
It's like
a hot
30
day.
degrees, yeah,
Yeah.
32 degrees, and
It
it was
was
just like,
just like, and that suit has just no ventilation whatsoever. Just
No.
a big, hairy, hot suit. He was just in it all day, man. I felt
James
so
was
bad for
whinging
him.
about it. I was like, you feel sorry for Dave who played the Bigfoot in that thing.
Yeah.
And in public a lot of the time.
And he just can't see in it either. So
it's
we were
horrible.
like trying to walk through a forest, and he's like, "I'm gonna fall over on anything."
he did fall
He
over.
did fall over. He did fall over.
How come you guys? What was the idea behind it? Why did you guys want to get a Sasquatch Bigfoot?
So
in the
like
video?
years ago when we released Alone, we were like fantasizing about like, oh, this is our first single, and we were excited about it. We were like,
Yeah.
what if we got a music video? Like we thought we could apply for funding, which you can't because NZ On Air have got like categories that you need to fulfill, and we just started, so we didn't fill any of them. But we're like, oh, if we get a music video, we should make about. We're talking, and it's like, is there anything weird that you believe in? And Branden kind of said like, oh, I believe in Bigfoot. I was like, oh, I believe in aliens. And then I was like, what's more likely to exist, Bigfoot or alien? Kind of that debate sort of thing. And then we're like, well, Alone's about being alone. So what if we had like a redneck that was really lonely who's hunting a Bigfoot, and then the Bigfoot and the redneck became friends at the end of the music video, and they weren't alone anymore. And I was like, that's a great idea. And it was like, if we ever get to do a music video, that will be the concept regardless. And then we did. Yeah, we got funding for Bear With Me. We're like, should we do that idea? And we're like,
Regardless of what the song's about,
not
it's
even
like,
for
who
the song.
cares?
to be fair, it was also like the thought behind it was like, if we get funding, which is like $11,000 they give you to do a music video on a song,
Fuck,
right?
that's
Like
good.
we don't get it, but it goes towards the production of a music video and stuff. We're like, how fucking sick would it be to have a Bigfoot costume just busted out at a party? It's cool as fuck having a Sasquatch costume.
Well, now we can just like have it at shows.
Yeah, now you can have that as a part, as like it's like a theatrical part of your show, right?
Yeah.
You can do that at festivals or
Absolutely.
gigs. That's fun.
It's pretty intimidating in person, eh? Like
It actually is quite.
like when you get like James isn't super tall, but if you get like
he's quite big.
you
though.
get Dave in that thing, bro, it's
Yeah.
like terrifying because that was molded to his face too, so it moves with its.
And he is just like an actor too. So
Yeah.
like he can act. He was just like acting like a gorilla. I was
It's
like,
like-
this is kind of scary.
uncanny valley kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like you freak out. It creates like it's like my primal fear of Gigantopithecus or something is coming out.
It's like that. There's one scene in the music video where we're like tied up around a tree.
Yeah.
And he comes over and he's like playing with us without like our face, and he's like checking us
Smacking.
out, and then he's like, but just like it's a long take. Like the actual take that we did was very long, and he's just like sitting there like grabbing your face and like grunting, and I was like, I don't like this, man.
This is too real.
This is too
putting
real.
his finger in your mouth and shit and up your nose. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Well, that's fucking good acting.
He
That's
was
scary,
yeah.
but that is like too.
No,
close to
he was
comfort.
good. He was really
great.
good.
We did the music video with another Dave. The director was Dave Thompson from Imaginary Friends. He did a great job of organizing that because we were just having the most chaotic
from
time.
Imaginary Friends.
Yeah.
That cartoon. No.
No, not
That's Smiling Friends.
no, Imaginary Friends.
it?
Blue's House with Imaginary Friends.
Ah, okay.
No, it's not the cartoon. It's
No, I'm thinking of like I don't know if you guys ever saw that. Maybe Young Fro, like the one with like all like the is that Imaginary Friends? It was like little cartoon characters and they would kill each other very violently.
Oh, no, that's what the fuck is that?
Happy Tree Friends.
Oh,
Happy
Happy
Tree
Tree
Friends.
Friends.
That's it.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah,
I'm
I used to
thinking of
download that shit on my iPod from iTunes. Watch that shit religiously.
I don't
was
think I
fucked.
ever watched it.
It was like that and Charlie the Unicorn. Like, Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Charlie, you can't do over that.
Yeah, Charlie the Unicorn's another
How's it
one.
go?
Shut you, man.
No, the only thing I remember watching is like was it Salad Fingers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's another
I like
classic.
Rusty
fucked up,
Spoons. Yeah, definitely.
Did you guys hear about that whole like gorilla thing right now? Like
Dude,
how many humans?
we were talking about
Oh
this.
yeah,
dude.
yeah. Let's go.
We had this conversation about what do you think the pound for pound. We want to ask you. We've discovered what it is, but what do you think the pound for pound, like best animal would be at like the most? What would you describe it as?
What do you think would be the most dangerous animal if it was human sized? Any animal.
All animals are the same size. What
Yeah.
animal would be the most
As
dangerous?
animals, are we calling insects as
Everything.
well? Okay, all right. And it's take on a gorilla.
No, take on anything.
Actually, take on a gorilla.
Okay,
What do you think would beat a gorilla?
that's easy. Probably like a funnel web spider or something.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because
Do you-
they pack so much poison, and like a gorilla could do whatever it wants, but eventually they can just get its fucking 8 legs wrapped around it and just.
I fucking
Yeah.
hate spiders.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
disgusting.
It's a horrible image,
Yeah.
but it'll fuck them up.
It probably would fuck them
I
up.
said a rooster. A human, like a rooster, the size, a chicken will punch holes in you like fucking kadoosh. Gone. No,
That's pretty. I think that's the scariest one, maybe.
a chicken. Go, fucking kadoosh.
Human-sized chicken.
That's a good impression.
I would lose my shit.
Dude,
yeah,
it would be
yeah,
terrifying.
I figured out the pound for pound
right,
most
what is-
dangerous, and it's a manta shrimp.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
level buildings. A human-sized manta shrimp level buildings.
Do you know what a
That's
manta
true.
shrimp is, right? The
Yeah, yeah,
little-
yeah.
And
I know what
it
you're
can like
talking about.
break your fucking hand, and it's like the size of my thumb.
It's packed with poison as well, eh?
Yeah, and so it's a poisonous fucking one-punch shrimp. And like, imagine if that was a human.
Punch shrimp.
It's one punch man, yeah.
Imagine if that's just like a
love it.
human-sized thing. It's just gonna
Yeah.
fucking turn you into mist.
Yeah.
Like that shit's fucking.
Hard out. That's true. Yeah, that would be cool. I remember on YouTube, I used to go down this rabbit hole of like, as like somewhere in some African country where like they just make animals fight each
Yeah,
other.
I used to watch that shit
And then
all the
like,
time.
and all insects, and they'll get like a scorpion versus like some fucking snake, and just all these people betting on it.
That's fucking horrible.
Oh well, really?
You know.
Do you reckon you could beat a human-sized chicken in a fight?
I've had this. Yeah, I think I could.
He told me yesterday that
human-sized
he
chicken,
could
you
beat
reckon?
a
Yeah,
I reckon I
human-sized
could get a
turkey.
human-
Human-sized
Turkey, definitely.
No fucking way.
The neck, bro. Do you know the neck? Oh, what's that supposed to do?
I don't know if it's human-sized. It might be deeper.
I genuinely think I could just get a hold of its neck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like-
I'd like try and choke it out.
No, just like snap it because they
Snap
like
its neck.
it's the neck's all like feathers.
Chickens.
A chicken's
The turkeys don't have necks. The reason you think turkeys have thin necks is because they don't have feathers around their
Exactly.
neck.
That's it. They've still got a thin neck though.
So do chickens.
Exactly. So I can fucking snap its neck.
What do you reckon, Scott?
It depends how. They're probably pretty fast though. That's the thing. 'Cause
Dude,
if you get a hold of
have
it
you seen-
and it just runs at you, I
You
don't
feed
know.
like-
It'll
Yeah.
be tricky.
You feed like a cricket to a chicken, bro. That thing is like douche, douche, douche.
Yeah.
That thing, it's terrifying. It's,
Yeah.
It's scariest thing ever. is a
It
chicken.
would be scary. That's a good one actually. Like animals, like like all the different animals and their life size. That is something to be. Yeah, well, we are very lucky.
We are the
that,
weakest. We are the
yeah.
weakest animal.
Like-
in the
Yeah.
animal kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually are, aren't we?
We suck. We're actually
Yeah.
pathetic.
We are.
Our whole way of survival is we just chase things until they get tired and stop. Which, going back to the
It's
gorilla
smart, though.
argument,
Yeah.
is why people think humans could. I do not think a gorilla could beat 100 men. I've been thinking about this. I'm kind of Have you seen a gorilla's hand? It's like the size of your like face, bigger than your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, 100 men are definitely going to beat a gorilla eventually.
If it
I
breaks
think
your
so.
arm, it wouldn't take much to break your arm.
No, I know.
If it breaks
No.
your arm, you are not
But
fighting that gorilla.
you just have to attack it tactically. You have to some people to get on the back and like try and like distract it, and then you got people at the front like trying
yeah.
to fuck it
Dude,
up.
well, you're going to have to send in like groups too. There's
yeah,
gonna-
you're
there's,
gonna have to like 25, 25, 25.
We're not talking
Yeah.
about like 100 Dan Hookers or Israel Adesanyas. We're talking about 100 Brandons and Scott.
We're talking about 100 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
that's true.
regular blokes.
Just normal blokes. That's
We'd
true.
get fucked up. It'd
Oh,
skin your
yeah, well,
life.
no, yeah, like 70 of us would die probably. but,
At least.
but eventually,
Another
for-
point
it's for a
was like,
great
have you
cause.
ever been hit by a kid before?
yeah,
You've been punched by a kid. Have you ever gone to a kid and be like, punch me as hard as you can?
yeah.
I have.
You are like smaller. A kid is bigger to you than we are to a gorilla weight wise.
Yeah, Do you think you could beat 100 kids?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
No, dude.
How old are they? Like 10, 12 years of age?
5.
No, dude,
Well,
fives. That's
yeah.
no.
That's
That's like fucking slaughtering babies. That's not
that's like a cheat code. You can't do
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
5
8.
is-
Let's go for 8.
right. 8.
Eight, sure. I
a
think,
little bit of motor
I think
function.
when you get to the pre-teen age, I reckon no.
You don't reckon?
12 to 15, no.
Dude, I don't think at all.
100 12-year-olds? Nah, man, you're gonna.
It's the same thing with the gorilla. You're gonna get fucking tired, and these kids are gonna overwhelm you and fucking.
A
curb
gorilla
stomp
would
you.
snap your arm with no worries. It would just.
Do you think I would
but-
snap a kid's arm with no worries?
Boondocks out of corner. I could snap a kid's arm. No worries.
Fuck him up. No, but the gorilla then has to because if it tries to break your arm, it's got to use both its arms to do it. So then it can't fight off everyone else around you.
I don't know. I think it could break your arm quite easily. It's also got 4 hands.
What?
Yeah, well, its feet are hands. They haven't got
right,
feet.
yes. Okay,
that
yeah,
shit's
I hear what
gonna,
you're
Yeah, but it's gonna need that. Yeah, but it's not gonna.
He's gonna roundhouse slap you, bro. He's gonna he's gonna question mark slap you.
Nah,
He'll
that's-
be like,
Gorillas don't use their legs to fight.
they fucking totally would.
This is when you need Islam Makhachev to check the grappling.
Give me title shots.
No, I genuinely think that 100 men in the end are gonna beat a gorilla.
All right.
Because it's just a gorilla's like 1,200 pounds, dude. It's gonna move
It's
around,
humongous, but is used to carrying that weight.
not fighting off 100 people. It's gonna get tired, man, and you're gonna overwhelm it.
All right. All right.
I could fuck up a gorilla on my own. I think
Careful what you wish for. I've actually just signed you up.
I'm gonna fucking fall into a zoo at some point. Yeah, like, oh shit,
Rest in peace, Harambe.
I forgot about that.
That was years ago now.
I know. People still talk about it.
That was like the catalyst for just everything going to shit in the world.
Yeah.
Like everything shit has happened since Harambe died.
I believe that. I
Yeah.
believe that. Back to music.
Right.
You guys played Meatstock.
Yes.
Yeah.
That looked like a lot of fun.
It was
a lot of
of
great
fun.
bands on there. Some big Kiwi bands. Devilskin.
It was pretty crazy.
Accordion was there too. It's cool.
Yeah, no, like hanging out
The
with
boys.
all those guys was like pretty crazy because we hadn't met any of them. Like the guy who runs it, Joe, is the bass player in Grinspoon. Chemical Heart. Can't get started. Put me apart. That song. Yeah, that guy. And he was the fucking sweetest dude
He was a
ever.
very nice guy.
He was really nice, and
Yeah.
Devilskin were all nice. I got to hold Nail's like 2-headed Gibson. He's like, that's one of a kind, like $20,000 guitar. I was like, sick.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold it? Like probably a whole.
Like,
bottle
no,
of
I don't
Jack
want. I
D.
want to sell it.
He was really nice. All the Devilskin guys were nice, and Cora was really cool. And
Everyone was like, all of the bands were cool, man. It was just surreal, like hanging out with. I had like full on imposter syndrome too because I had like a lanyard and everything. I was just like, oh, it's like I'm like professional.
I've
or
made it.
something. Yeah, it was cool, man. It was
Yeah.
Such
really
a
good
large
show.
stage. So big.
we got
Yeah, it
to
was
sit
massive.
side of
For
stage
two.
for all the sets, and that was fucking crazy.
Dude, side of stage for Shapeshifter was insane.
Yeah, their
the
production's
end.
crazy. Was Tiki Tane doing sound for them as well?
No, he wasn't
Nah,
around.
He
that
he
day.
used to for a while.
Yeah, I think does he still? Yeah, he still
Maybe
does.
maybe
yeah.
on and off. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
He's amazing.
yeah, dude, I didn't realize that all the Shapeshifters shit was live. Like I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah,
it
it's
was
all,
like
all the synths and all the.
Like-
no
they're
backing tracks,
playing-
no click. I
They're
was
playing
like, whoa.
keys like that fucking like keyboards that are tiny. You know how small a
Yeah.
synth keyboard is,
Yeah, the MIDI
and they're
stuff,
like lights just going nuts, and they're just playing these keys, and they like I don't think I could play anything, and with this, and they're like going ham as,
Yeah.
and they're immaculate. They're immaculate live. Sitting side of stage, we had Brandon's mate, me and Brandon's mate, but mainly Brandon's mate, Ethan was there. And he's
Yeah.
like, have you ever stood side to stage at a concert? He's like, no. And we were like, check this out. And he's like, what the fuck? It was crazy being able to see that
Yeah,
shit.
it was
That's
cool,
it.
man. And just like that, like after the whole festival finished, we're just like all of the bands and like all the bands plus ones and friends were just like hanging out in the backstage area, like just drinking and talking. I'm just like meeting all these like famous people from New Zealand. It was like, this is so out the gate.
Yeah, it was pretty.
This is the entire New Zealand music industry. in
It
one
literally
place.
was nearly. Like,
It was a good chunk of it. It was
Yeah.
a huge chunk of it. It was pretty sick.
Oh, it was cool, man.
everyone was nice. Like P Diggs was really nice. He gave us a few beers and. Well, you know, like they were like, "Oh, dig in!" Shout out to Stacy, firefighters can cook, who cooked all the food on that day because that was some of the best food I ever did have in my life.
That was quite fantastic, yeah.
And he came out with this like as a smorgasbord, what it's called.
Oh no, I don't even know if you call it a smorgasbord. It was literally a table of like just food, just like twice the size of this, with just fucking loaded with food. And I was like standing there and I was like, oh, I can't touch that. And they're like, what are you doing? Like, eat. And I was like, oh, this is fucking, this is so good, man.
I definitely want to play on Meatstock again.
Yes, please. That was quite fun.
It was really cool. It's definitely the biggest stage it was pretty intimidating.
I imagine that would be, especially as a 2-piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like feel so small on that stage.
You do, yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Especially with like, obviously, because we're still a, up and coming band. So like, there's not all the production that some of the big, like the Flames and that. So it's like, it's just you and Scott on stage. And it's just like, so it's very intimidating on a big stage like that.
Yeah, and yeah, we didn't have like, it was like, right, get on stage, set up, play. It was fucking no time. It was, it was pretty scary.
It's real go when you're on that level.
Yeah, this whole year's been like that, eh? Last night was our first normal gig all year. This
just a normal, mental. Like, chilled out, like, not in a rush, just,
Yeah.
So we did the Shihad gig not long ago. We opened for Shihad.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you guys about that as well. We played their last show.
Yeah, man. So that was like a fucking dream come true. But yeah, that show, like the setup for that, because the fire alarm went off in the place while we were doing sound check.
Oh shit!
And so I don't know if they're having trouble with it or if it was the smoke machines or what it was.
It was a sprinkler system.
Right. Yeah. Oh, the sprinkler system wasn't working properly, and then so we were out, and the sound check got like cut down massively. So all the sound checks were running like real far behind because of this fire alarm, and then we went on stage, and it was like 10 to 5 minutes before doors or something. So I was like, we gotta like really quickly do this sound check. So I was like, oh shit, like set up real quick.
It was real like Hundy's ass. It was probably the most stressful sound check ever.
Most stressful sound check.
Hurry up!
It was insane. It was like, you guys might not even get a sound check. It was like, oh shit. It's like, and you don't want to not have a sound check before you open for Shihad.
It was also first time both of us having to use in-ears. Like,
you guys don't use in-ears.
I use in-ears for my vocals, but he doesn't.
Usually I just off the monitors. But the dude came up and he's like, oh, here's your in-ear pack. And I was like, oh, is there a monitor? He's like, no, we don't use monitors. And I was like, okay, cool. This is like out of my comfort zone. I
think we played really well. It was so special getting to open for them on that night.
It was so cool,
it was like incredible being like big asked. We got asked on like a couple of weeks, I knew about the gig that they were thinking about it. And then I got the call if we were keen to come down, and we're like, oh, yeah. And then we like bought tickets to Wellington to fly down because we played in Wellington twice this year on short notice. And we like flew down to Wellington, and we're just sitting outside Homegrown and waiting. We're yapping to the sky. He's like, oh man, it's so sad. This is their last gig. We're like, yeah, man, we're in a band and we wish we could have opened for them one day, and we're just never going to get that opportunity now. And then like, oh, we're playing a show tomorrow night. And then we're like, we're opening. And he's like, what the fuck? It was crazy.
Yeah, then we like fully just like gaslit that dude. He was just like, oh yeah, that would have been so cool if you guys got to open. And then like they announced the show, and then we like tapped him on the shoulder and we're like, hey, this is us, we're doing that. Like, what? Fuck off.
What a cool fucking way to like finish up for them though, like the end of their career.
Yeah, it was really sad. I nearly cried.
It was pretty sad.
Yeah.
Well, it's just so bizarre when you think about how long they've been around for, and like I just remember Shihad as well, like I like their music enough where like I've just seen it so many times live. I'm like, okay, like because for a while Shihad were on like every show, like every overseas band Shihad would open, like every big day out they were playing. Like they were just around so much. But I think because they haven't played as much, and maybe in the last 10 or so years potentially, it's become a bit more special. And also like the story and like the lore of them is like really interesting.
They're incredible. They were incredible live. They did like 3-hour show for their final show.
Wicked.
And it was like,
I believe
what do you guys want to hear us play? And they're like, play this song. He's like, fuck, okay. We probably rehearsed it once.
Yeah, they pulled some shit out that they just haven't played.
Yeah.
And it was
very special.
Immaculate. It was really sad because obviously like they're like Carl Kippenberger is like a mentor of ours and like real sweet dude, and he loves that band. So I was really sad because he's saying goodbye to his.
It's also like their whole life. I mean, they started in the late 80s, right?
Yeah.
No, it's like how many years is that? It's going on almost 40 years.
Yeah.
It's like the 100-foot wave kind of thing. Eh? Like, have you heard of that? It's like 100-foot wave is this idea that people get addicted to like seeking out the highest point of adrenaline and stuff, and then after they've ridden, like surfers ride the 100-foot wave, how do they go back to living a normal life? How do they enjoy a normal wave after that sort of thing? That would probably be the thing that I wonder about is how do you deal with living a life after doing what they've done? Because they've done incredible things for the industry. They kind of put New Zealand music.
Well, they really did. New Zealand rock music really got put on the map. Like modern rock, I guess more modern rock. Because before that, I guess there was like Dragon and then like a few others who did touring. Split Ends, who got a bit of notoriety overseas.
Yeah.
But Shihad kind of like, because they were based out of Australia for a while, went over to the States, changed their name.
Yeah.
To the Pacifier.
That's
yeah.
Right. Yeah, the documentary is like real. I watched the documentary, and that's real interesting. Just like the process they went through with changing the name, and it was like
it made sense to change the name though. I don't know why they got backlash. It's just dumb to me that they got backlash.
Well, I think that the reason they got backlash was because it's like, no, you guys should have stuck to your guns.
I think the reason they got the backlash was because they were trying to get successful in America, and 9/11 just happened.
I know the joke. I know the joke.
So like,
I know that as well.
Yeah. No, I didn't know what the actual joke was until I watched the documentary because I'd heard I was like, oh, what did he actually say? And I saw the bit in the documentary. I was like, oh fuck! I was like, what?
But that's like that's just nerves, man. I mean,
I can
just
understand if you're in a
shit.
room full of like record executives, you'd be fucking
sweating bullets.
Fucking bullets. Yeah, definitely.
Fuck yes. Holy shit! I sweat bullets. Talking to fucking anybody, really.
Well, yeah. I can understand how like a slip up like that would happen.
That's pretty crazy. Rest in peace, Shihad. I hope they come back. I really hope they do come back because they played so. We saw them. I saw them 4 times that week.
Yeah, I saw them
3.
3. I saw them 3 times.
We got given tickets to the power station.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Then we went to Spark and then Homegrown and then our show that we did with them.
And I've never had such a good mosh pit as the one at Shihad.
Really?
On at the power station gig was awesome.
That's pretty special.
And it was like,
isn't it?
Everyone was like, yeah, we'll let you guys mosh because some of the fucking crowds are just like, you start moshing and they're like, no, can't have that. Fucking, we're here to watch a rock show. And it's like, well, go sit in the seats then.
Yeah,
it's like, I don't understand people that don't. I get if you don't want to mosh, like move away or something. But
I think at like rock shows, it's kind of like the sort of in between territory of like, why aren't you at a metal show then? Because metal shows you mosh, but rock shows it's like, eh.
If it depends on the rock show, like if you're like fucking moshing at an Oasis concert, like I don't know what you're doing, but if it's a Shihad show, like that's heavy rock.
Yeah, for sure.
If they're playing Screw Top and there's not a mosh pit, there's something wrong. That song slaps incredibly hard.
God, yeah. I got the shit beat out of me in that song. Fantastic.
Yeah, like even like when I went to like a Foo Fighters show years back, and I remember the mosh pit was out of all the pits I've been in, that was the most savage pit I've ever been in.
Dude,
Foo Fighters is fucking insane.
Not the last time.
you know why? I know exactly. So the last Foo Fighters show we went to, I went to the one in 2018 and the one in just happened 2023 or whatever. We went, me and Scott went, and the crowd was just fucking dead.
Really?
Yeah, man. But like, there was bits of it that were the bits of the crowd that were.
But this is like just after COVID and shit. Eh?
I know what it is.
No, it was like last year.
Oh, it was last year, 2024.
Oh, was it last year? Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's weird.
So I know exactly why the fuck it happened though, and because there was so many young girls and so many young guys there, like real young, and it was because Everlong like blew up on TikTok. Like a couple of years ago.
You reckon that they were going on?
I genuinely, and like all of these people were like, oh my god, this is my favorite song.
I think maybe it was probably young people that do like Foo Fighters, but they just haven't been exposed to that sort of crowd yet. And it's probably quite intimidating.
Yeah, because Monkey Wrench came on, and my other 3 mates were there, and Monkey Wrench is like a fucking, get into it song. We moshed for maybe 10 seconds before like some fucking big bull dude was like, I'm going to beat the shit out of you guys if you carry this shit on. And I was like, all right, I'll just sit here and fucking not have any fun then. You lose it. This is stupid.
Yeah, it is a bit like that.
That is so weird. Yeah, that's what's really weird about that whole TikTok thing, eh? Like I had the guys from that band Sprawl on, and the new metal band in Auckland. They're really great. And I was chatting to them, and they were like, I was like talking about all these new metal bands because they're like, they're pretty young. So I'm just like, like, what bands do you guys know? And then they were like, mentioned Snot. And I'm like, Snot? Like, do you guys know who Snot is? Like,
No idea.
I've heard Snot.
They're like, they were like kind of like I don't know, maybe a more B tier band in that late 90s, early 2000s new metal wave.
Yeah.
And they could have got more successful, but the frontman died because of like an overdose.
Oh,
but they were like riding kind of on that wave, like. And then I was like, man, you guys knew who they are. I'm like, how'd you know? I was like, oh, because one of their songs blew up on TikTok. And I'm just like, that is so fucking random that band blew up on TikTok in 2025 or whatever. It's just really out of it. It's just like, wow, like that's how you know. That's cool, but it's just
so many bands have been like that. On
but
TikTok.
like quite older bands. But I know late 90s, early 2000s is really in right now. Like it's a cool thing.
It's a 30-year cycle, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's like, and the nostalgia part of it's huge. And it's just like, man, like,
dude, yeah, those kids dress like that. It's like, oh my god, you look like my older brother from like 20 years ago.
yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah, like the baggy pants and like the shirts
fucking
and
big
stuff.
shoes.
The fashion is
It's
just
so-
getting real grungy again.
It's so buzzy.
It's kinda cool.
It trips me out.
I actually-
it's cool for me, man. I grew up with it. So
I love that, like, that people can just do whatever they want in high school now. It's like, fuck, if I dressed like that as like in high school,
you get knocked
if I
out.
dressed the way I wanted to dress, and I definitely would have got bullied.
Yeah.
I already
yeah.
did. But it's like I would have got bullied harder.
Yeah, if you wore baggy pants when I was in school, I was like, what the fuck are you wearing baggy pants for, you
Yeah,
loser?
yeah, and they're like wearing the
You got all those
skinny
tiny
jeans.
skinny jeans. Like, yeah, now that's cool.
And they walk away from you and it's like,
See, I must have, because I guess I'm a little younger than you guys. I grew up wearing the skinny jeans and got shit for that.
Yeah,
was
it's
like-
fun. It's just the cycle.
Yeah.
Of like, same with hairstyles as well.
yeah, the millennial fringe thing that
Yeah,
girls have.
the old emo
The-
fringe.
I had that.
No, but you know what I mean.
You've got
Oh,
you
you mean
you got a bit of a fringe going on at the moment.
Oh, it's because I got receding hairlines.
Just age.
That's my comb over. Yeah, so we go to Turkey soon anyway to get
Yeah.
out.
Boondocks.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Boondocks go to Turkey for hair transplants.
It's not for a concert.
No,
it's
we'll
for
do a
a
show.
transplant.
We'll do a show over there. We'll get the fucking pads on our heads from the surgery.
I was like toupee or
Yeah.
Turkey. Yeah, I want to get it down to here. I think.
Yeah, get it. Just like merge it with your fucking eyebrows, dude.
Just the perfect bowl cut.
Get the. I reckon you'd look good with like the Liam Gallagher cut.
I don't know what that looks like off the top of my
Just
head.
a bowl cut.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I reckon.
There's like heaps of people been like getting that haircut since the fucking reunion show was announced.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Oasis. Like,
Are they coming to New Zealand? They're not.
No, they're going
No.
to Aussie. They're going to Australia.
Are you going to go to Australia to watch them?
I don't love them that much.
yeah,
Yeah,
not gonna go.
I kind of want to see them. Don't know if I love them.
But the thing is, will they make it, or will the brothers have a full-on scrap before?
they've done so far.
They've done all right so far.
You know
Money
what's-
must be fucking good. It
Dude,
must
the money
be.
will be
The money
fucking
must be
incredible.
Millions. Millions of dollars. Billions, probably.
No, I don't know about billions.
Billions. We're talking billions.
I'm talking billions.
Oasis is not getting.
You know what's
billions of
anyway?
dollars
You know
to
what's a bad? You know what is? Shut up. The Boondocks can make billions.
Spit out what you were gonna say.
You got to manifest it, cuz.
Dude, before COVID, a band that was meant to reunite and never did.
And this episode is sponsored by me. Do you struggle with sleeping, and particularly struggle with light and sound while sleeping? I think it's time you get the sleep that you deserve. My business, Infinity Sleep, specializes in sleep well-being products to enhance your sleep quality. I've been using sleep masks and earplugs for the past 3 years to help improve my sleep, and I'm so stoked to finally have ones that have been created for my own sleeping needs. If you would like to learn more about my business, Infinity Sleep, please visit our website, www.infinitysleep.co.nz. By making a purchase, you are directly not only supporting a local Kiwi business, but also this podcast. Use the promo code ONLYSCOTT15% and receive 15% off your first order. Go to www.infinitysleep.co.nz to get the sleep that you deserve.
Actually, I just thought of another one. But the first one I was going to say is Rage Against the Machine were meant to reunite as the
They were,
and that never happened.
They
and
were, weren't they?
they were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
we'll get back," and it's been like a decade now.
Yeah,
It's been a long time. It hasn't been a decade, but it's been like 5 years.
yeah. I do remember reading about something.
With Zach De La Rocha singing as well, so
Yeah.
rest in peace. Because I had the Prophets of Rage, which wasn't really my vibe, but
No.
Yeah.
I love the idea of it. On paper,
Yeah.
it looks great. But listening to it, it was like, yeah, not
Honestly,
really for me.
honestly,
either.
Rage Against the Machine. I want to see Zach Do the Richard going nuts.
Well, aren't they? They're not very Rage Against the Machine now.
They are the
though?
machine.
They kind of.
I mean, I'll be honest, guys, they were always the machine.
They're probably made by the machine to sell money.
Well, they were signed to Sony Music. I mean, what else?
well, yeah.
You know?
Got to take the power back.
But I mean, if you're like thinking of it from a perspective, like, yeah, we'll sign with them and then we'll get big and then we'll go fuck the government even harder.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? So there might have been.
It's a strange one, right? It's like a protest band. It's like fuck the system and that, but then they're getting paid a lot of money, and then they sign with like a big label.
It is a strange one.
So it's sort of like this kind of. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I was them, I'd do the same thing. But I think you'd get a bit like. I mean, how else would you survive though? So I don't know.
Yeah, like otherwise you could.
But it does raise questions
because it's not so cool to be a band that's like fuck the government and you're playing to like 30 people in a fucking bar. Like that's not, you know.
Oh, I don't know. It's kind of cool.
I mean, yeah, it's not really gonna have like an effect though. Like as Rage Against the Machine like had an effect on people.
Yeah.
You know?
But I think, I mean, but that's how it all starts, though. It starts in the small
It
scene.
does. It does.
And you get one out of those 30 people to go burn down the beehive. I don't know.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm not saying you should.
We're not
but,
incentivizing
it.
it.
Yeah.
but
maybe just steal some pens or something. That's right.
Some pen. Yeah, it's a much more like agreeable crime.
another band that was meant to get back was Midnight Youth.
Yeah,
They were
that's
meant to
right.
reunite for
Yeah.
My Chemical Romance, and I was like, I might actually go to that to watch.
I saw them open for Dave Dobbin once upon a time at the Mungafai Tavern. That was a good time.
I'd love to see that band live, and they were meant to
Great.
reunite, and they
Very good.
They
Who
didn't.
is that? I don't.
Yesterday, I got a letter from an old friend of mine. If you're
What's
the
that song,
same
Free?
boy I knew of, when those days
This isn't
slip
helping.
slowly
I don't know who this is.
You don't know that song?
No, I have no
Fuck.
idea.
Kids these days, man.
Fucking
Don't
2
know,
years
good
older
song.
than me.
So old. Yeah. Oh, what was the other festival you guys are meant to play? It was the one at Trust Stadium.
Paradise City.
Paradise City.
Yeah.
And that was, I was really pumped for that.
I was really pumped for it.
It was gonna be
too.
cool.
We got like an email 2 weeks before that. There was a lot of things going on behind the scenes of that show. Yeah, I feel really bad for the guy who runs it, because he was essentially he was kind of trying to bring back a Big Day Out, and everyone's always talking about, oh, I miss Big Day Out, and then no one would go to that, and like, yeah, I think it was a weekday, and there was a few things that went into it.
It was a weird day to do it. It was like the middle of the week.
But like, if you go to another country, that's kind of normal.
I know, but it's in New Zealand, we're just lazy.
But see, the thing is, like, that's what I mean. Like, it was Waitangi Day the next day, so
It would have been.
most people would have had a day off. But I don't think, like, they never really said that. They said it in comments and stuff when people were like, "Why is it on a weekday?" And then in the comments they would reply and be like, "It's Waitangi Day the next day," but that was never like advertised as like, you know, because that would have been like a strong point to push. Like, oh, you get a day off the next day because it's.
It really
Waitangi
sucks
Day.
that show didn't work out, because I was like so excited.
Yeah,
Just-
the lineup was like interesting, but no one was, because like had a like alien ant farm and stuff, which is like, that's sick. But at the same time, I'm like, is that enough to really lure people into the gig? Because obviously like Blindspott, and there's obviously, well, who else was there?
Drowning Pool.
Drowning Pool
was
on
the band I was the most excited to see.
Like,
That would've been
like
cool.
respect to Drowning Pool, but what other song can you name apart from Bodies?
Yeah, I don't know.
YouTube 2007. I made my announcement of that like a YouTube tutorial with the fucking old YouTube tutorial music, the free royal. You know the one. Fuck,
I
that's
know,
such
I know
a
what
bad
you're talking
description. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was cool. I was really looking forward to that show.
That's a shame. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that would have been really fun, and like seeing Blindspott again would have been really good.
Yeah, they're playing at the Rock 2000 show this year.
Yeah, are they doing like an orchestra show?
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that?
Oh,
You
the,
said-
um,
I did. We should go.
Yeah, you're talking to me about maybe
Yeah.
going.
Yeah,
I'd be keen.
Yeah, we should go if we. Yeah,
That'd be cool. Yeah.
The Rock FM, please get us on that lineup.
yeah. Put me on too.
He's our sound guy.
I don't want to play. I'll just go.
He's our drum and guitar tech.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I can be your guitar tech if you want. Drum tech, I might need some help. But guitar tech, I can do that.
Yeah.
That would be so fun. Fuck yeah. Dude, 100%. Bro, if you need a fucking bass tech, hit me up.
Fuck yeah.
I'll tune your bass. I'll plug that shit in.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck, I need to get one.
We should
I'm
get
so
techs at
rough
some
on my
point.
basses. I had to play with one bass last night because I broke my other one. Some fucking idiot.
You
rowdy
slammed that one on the ground last
I
night.
know.
Yeah, you did actually, because I thought you like pretending to break it, and then you actually like.
I was like,
it, and I'm
Big Fan's probably going to sue me if there's a dent in this, right? So I can't break it too
On the
hard.
stage?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
breaking a bass in this economy though. Ay.
Yeah, I know. That's kind. I was like, this is my bass. This is my weapon of choice, and I'm about to do this, and I can.
Shit.
Yeah, it's attractive, and then you got to pay for a new one.
I love those basses. Those Ibanez Talman, they're real cheap, but they're fucking mean. Like our producer Scott Seabright's like, I don't know what it is about this bass. It sounds fantastic, even though it's the most hunk of shit bass ever.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like that though with like instruments. Like you might just get like a really good quality. Like I remember I tried I was trying out a bunch of PRSs, and I found one I've got now, but it was like not the most expensive, and it would just sound like I don't know. Whatever they did on this model was just great. But it's so funny how that works.
I don't know what it is about Ibanez basses, but they just feel so good to me.
Yeah.
They're just great.
I've always got the opposite problem with like the drums. Like my snare is like a very expensive snare. It's like $1,100 snare.
Wow. Yeah.
And it is so hard to get it to sound good. Like I can get it to sound good. It's like, but it goes out of tune so quickly. Like,
Yeah, it's almost like you need like a day to go into like the rock drum shop or like go into like some drum shop and just line up like 50 snares.
Yeah, it's
And then just get a microphone and put on each one and be like, all right, let's see. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
Like,
because my old snare was a metal snare, and that's the way it stayed in tune longer, and it was nowhere near as good. But
Yeah.
like
depends on what you want with your snare, right? Like what kind of crack does it give, right? Like,
Yeah,
is it the
I
right
s-
kind of crack.
See, I'm not too particular, like, and I don't overly like a huge like pingy crack sound. Like that's good. We did a little bit of recording with Dave Rhodes, and he had like a big selection of snares.
A million snares.
He had so many
We
snares,
spent a day looking at snares.
and we were just like, we were just like
Drummer
picking
head.
which snare, and then he had one that sounded like a real Deftone snare.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so cool, but it didn't really like.
Doesn't work in the context of the song, right?
Nah, it didn't really work with.
This
like,
is
the
like that
Boondocks
thing
sound.
when you're working on a song in the studio and then it sounds really good on its own, and then you turn off the solo and put everything else, and you're like, nah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that with a guitar. I'm like, oh, this sounds sick, fuck yeah. Then you put it in with the rest of the song, you're like, ooh.
yeah, it doesn't work.
No.
Like in context to the rest of it.
Yeah, like it happened to me. It's happened to me a lot. Or like, especially like when you're like when I fucked around with guitar tones and shit, I'm just this is sick, and then or like a vocal take, it sounds cool on its own, and it just doesn't really mix.
Doesn't, yeah, I know.
It's weird how that works sometimes when you like layer, and also because also digital recording, you have like 100 layers or something. And it's just
I don't even record demos that much anymore because after working
just that good.
after
I don't
working
need
with
no
the
demos, man.
after working with Scott Seabright, and you just feel depressed when you record by yourself. You're like, oh,
But that's normal though when you go with these guys. That's how you should. But like you should still do that. I think demos are great.
I've been trying to get back into it, but it's just it's
I feel so bad for Scott because all our demos are just like really shitty phone recordings of us playing in a garage. So it's
Better
like,
than nothing.
like no vocals on there.
yeah, so it's like here's this
Well, the
song.
vocals sound like you gotta wait for that.
Here's the
part of
song
the
that we're coming in
surprise.
to record next week, and it's just
Yeah,
like.
It's like EA games. You got to like unlock the character. You got to unlock the vocals.
Yes, literally. There's like
They haven't been written yet.
That would be able sometimes actually.
yeah. We wrote one song called Mr. Feelgood because every time we go into the studio, I have a meltdown.
You mean like it's just scary?
I have a
You
conniption
get-
fit.
you
Yeah,
get-
I'm like, oh fuck, these songs are not good, and
everything's awful.
yeah, everything is awful.
That's pretty standard though.
Yeah, we
Okay.
last time one of the last times we went into the studio, we recorded Bombs, and we recorded another song called Mr. Feelgood, which is coming up. And Mr. Feelgood, I literally could not sleep because I was writing vocals.
You were not feeling good.
Oh no, I wasn't. Originally, I can't even remember what it was about, but anyway, it ended up landing on this idea of like a guy who just bottles everything up, and you know, he just has a mask of feeling good, and the song's just him snapping progressively. But I didn't come up with that concept until the morning of, and on the ride from Patamaui to fucking Tuako to record, which is like a 20-minute drive, me and Branden wrote the lyrics and like everything for it. We're like, okay, and it's like my favorite song now.
Yeah, and we got the coolest bit about that song was like that was probably my favorite recording process of a song because
It was tricky, yeah.
Oh well, yeah. It was because there's a tempo change in it where it slows down and then it speeds back up. And I was wondering, I was like, how the fuck are we gonna do that with a click? Like how I didn't know how that worked. And then it was just like it got to a point where the click would just like speed up and just like do 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 do, and then that was so hard to follow along with, just trying to
an automated click that moves I think it moved like 30 BPM down and then back up like heaps more.
Yeah,
and it just goes for the rest of the song.
And then the rest of the song it just gets faster. So that was tricky. But then at the end part of that song, he did the vocal part in one take.
Yo,
and it was magic. It's the most outrageous
magic.
It's fucking nuts.
It's literally he just goes in and just like screams the whole end, and I was sitting there in the booth. I was just like, oh fuck,
that's magic. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, because we didn't know what to add into the last bit. We're like, oh, we just do some ad libbing, and then I came in and did a bit and didn't work, and then Scott did something, and it was like, oh, that could be cool. Like work more on that, and then we just did that, and then he's like, all right, we'll do a take, and then he literally did one take. And then Scott, the producer, looked at me. He's like, "Oh, that's it." I was just like, "Whoa, cool."
It was like the only time I fucking like just nailed a take. It was entirely
fucking and it's a long take too. Like it's like
that's like half the song.
Yeah,
of just solid screaming. It's awesome.
Sick. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, sometimes it's like that with a song. Like if you if you take like not even like an hour to write it, and it's the banger.
Yeah.
It's kind of, to me, it's reminiscent of Territorial Pissings by Nirvana.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like on that vibe. To me, it is, anyway.
Yeah. It gives me like a...
Gives you a what?
I don't know. It gives me a Offspring vibe, almost, kind of.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I vibe with that.
Yeah.
That suits.
That's better than I don't know.
Anything
else. Sorry. I'm gonna die.
Something else. Oh yes.
Jesus.
We can talk about being on the rock.
Yeah.
Are you guys right to talk about money?
Yep. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel like I want to, because we talked about this a little bit briefly. I think you and I did about like getting on, because in New Zealand, I think a lot of bands and people in music, we still have a bit of we romanticize radio still. A bit. I think there's a lot of that.
Yes.
And I think it's important to know the reality of getting on radio. And you guys are like, congrats.
Thank you.
Regular rotation on the rock and doing all that cool shit. But, is it going to buy you a new house?
No.
No, dude.
The money we make, honestly, the most money we make is from doing shows that do well. Mm-hmm. Like high risk, high reward kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're planning on doing more headlining shows. Like last night really rejuvenated my confidence in being a headline act in Auckland and stuff.
Fuck yeah, it should.
So like I was so stressed out that most of our money comes from doing live shows and APRA, signing up for APRA. So when you record songs and you release them, you can submit them to APRA and they'll pay you every time you play it. That's what I recommend to all musicians to do. And NZ Recorder Music pay you for radio playing, and radio does pay, but it's not.
It's not going to buy us a house.
It's not even like it's not even as much as people might think. I think we got $2,000 or $3,000 or something for one, like a whole year. We've only been paid once.
Yeah.
So far.
That was for a year.
A year's worth of and that sounds really. But we're like played at one stage twice a day every day.
In regular rotation.
On regular rotation on. Fucking not just the rock, but like heaps of radio stations, and like
it's bizarro.
We're not complaining about it because that helped fund a lot.
I'm so glad that we're on the radio. It's fucking awesome.
So, I would say that people in Auckland often dismiss the reach of the radio because maybe a lot of people up here just listen to Spotify. You go down south, man. Fucking everyone listens to the radio. The Rock's the second most popular radio station in the country, I think.
Yeah, I believe that.
And like. We've fucking went to Taupo when we were for racing, and people were like, "Oh, can we get a photo with you? Oh, we know you guys from the radio. We came to check you out." And it's really buzzy. It's so fucking strange.
The radio influence definitely shines way more down south.
Very true. I feel like it shines more in like just not Auckland.
Yeah.
I feel like
that's
at Auckland
strange.
people just don't give a fuck enough about those sorts of things.
Yeah,
like radio or like local stuff here is. I feel like it's making a comeback. I think people are starting to care more about what's happening in their community, but I feel like the rest of the country, like people are more invested in like New Zealand New Zealand musicians, New Zealand, like people who are doing things here.
I was in like the bottom of the South Island in summer. We were going jet boating, and this dude, it was in the town that fucking Richie McCaw grew up in. I don't know what that is because I don't know South Island that well, but this person's like, "Oh, you're the singer in the Boondocks." And it was the fucking most surreal, because I'm in this buttfuck town in the middle of nowhere, probably smaller than fucking Waiuku.
That's mean.
And someone's like, "Oh, you're the singer in the Boondocks," and that's weird. And then like one time I was at my house, and the bro, shout out to the bro Sam, who came up from Bluff, and he came up to his boss because his girlfriend's been my girlfriend. And we were talking. I was on the phone with Branden because it was the day we released Sticks and Stones, and I was like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna play it," and talking to him about it and sorting that out. And then I came back into the room. He's like, "Oh, you in a band, bro?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, what sort of music do you?" I was like, "Rock." He's like, "Oh, do you reckon I've heard of you?" I was like, "Do you listen to the rock?" He's like, "Yeah." You've definitely heard of us. It sounds really, really rude to say, but we're like, yeah,
You've definitely
maybe.
heard of us, man.
Shit, yeah, we're kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
I didn't say you've definitely heard of us, but you might have heard of us if you listen to the rock. And I like showed him Black Taxi. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck? This is like one of my favorite songs." He's like showed us like in his like profile and
Dude,
That's so cool. That's fucking cool.
oh, your
really
Christchurch story, dude.
Yeah, dude. So last year, I was finishing off my apprenticeship, and I did my last block course in Christchurch because there's a flooring school in Christchurch, and there's a class of like 20 of us, 20 apprentices, and there's a workshop you go work out. You do all your practical tests in the workshop and stuff. And I went out there, and it was one of the last days on the workshop, and they had the rock on in the thing, and we were working away, and then Black Taxi came on. And then the dude I was working next to on the table was just like, he's like, "Do you listen to the rock much?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, right, I listen to rock like pretty much all the time." And he's like, "Fuck this band." He's like, "I fucking love this band, bro." He's like, "I'm fucking driving on my way home from in the van and
That's
work
a
and
trip.
shit."
That's a trip.
And he's like, "Yeah, fuck, I like fucking," and I was like, "You are not gonna believe this."
I'm about to blow your mind.
I was like, "I'm in that band," and he straight up was just like, "Fuck off." And I was like, "Yeah, dude." I was like, "I guarantee you, I fucking promise you everything I own, I'm in that band." And he's just like, "Nah." And I showed him the Spotify profile, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" He's like, "Why are you fucking doing an apprenticeship?" And I was like, contrary to popular belief, I don't actually make that much money.
Funny thing, fun fact.
This is the most valuable experience I get from this, is fucking people knowing who I am.
It is. That's like the best feeling.
It is
that,
cool.
That's the payoff.
We love people are often quick to judge, like, "Oh, radio just snub you." I think there's a lot of things that go in having to be on the radio. Like, you have to gig hard. Like, we fucking gigged so much back in the day. We gigged hard as, and we gig a little bit less at the moment. We plan on stepping it up. But, like, you have to gig a lot. You have to have production level that can sit between, like, a Royal Blood song and, like, a Metallica song.
Yeah.
And it's got to sit in there and not sound production-wise lesser, that people change channel because then that radio station loses money. And that's what it is. And we're not going to beat around the bush. Me and Branden are a butt rock band. Our favorite song's like Animal by fucking Nickelback.
Yo.
Like, every time we go to a gig, it's dun 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 dun. Yeah.
So like it's there's a lot of things that help in that regard.
Radio's great, but it's also not the be all end all. Like, I can't.
No.
We've never been in we've been on like one editorial playlist once. And that's
really? I think there's a little bit more than that.
We've never been in one. I can't fucking crack it. I don't know what you have to do to get in there, but if it requires doing things, line them boys up and I'll do it. Like, I don't know what I have to do to get on a fucking editorial playlist.
Yeah.
I'll suck them all.
Fucking
Get me on
vacuum.
that playlist.
Honestly,
good.
I would do fucking anything to get an editorial playlist because there's so much reach, but also like Spotify algorithms are usually good. If you just keep on uploading, that carries you. But some bands get a lot of editorial playlists, but don't get on the radio. So it's like pick your poison, really.
Yeah, there's different ways to go about it.
Problem with radio is it doesn't really translate into any streams on your Spotify or anything.
No.
So like if a promoter looks at your Spotify, they're like, oh, they're on the radio, but they haven't got that many streams. But it's like, yeah, but we've been in the charts for like this long.
It's tricky, right? Because you can look at it, yeah. Like even if you I look at some bands I love, and they've got like 500,000 like monthly listeners, but which is in context with some big bands is actually not. Maybe you could say is not that much. Like 1 million monthly streams is like the minimum. But then they go on like headline shows and played like 50,000 people, and you're like, wow. You know, like, what's really a better measure of success in this aspect, right?
Yeah.
Should you be looking at, you got to be careful with those numbers. Because even, like, you could say that with a lot of different, not just music, but, like, having lots of numbers on YouTube, having lots of numbers, it's like, does that translate, though, to the real world?
Numbers, honestly, I don't think is everything. Because, like...
They need to mean something.
They need, and I think, I think...
They do, if they mean something, they're meaningful. They're not useless. Like, if you got meaning, like... You know, statistics that work in your favor; those are important.
Yes, but I think like in terms of if we're going to go out and play a show, like radio seems to get us a lot more
opportunity.
Yeah, because I feel like
reaching. Well, yeah, it's also in New Zealand. Yeah,
It's totally localized to New Zealand. That's the benefit of radio. Is like all of our Spotify streams, while like they're all from New Zealand. Like, so there's a lot of bands that have heaps of streams in America or UK or something.
But how does that really translate though?
In
like
New Zealand,
in
right?
New Zealand, or even, are you going to go to America? And where are those streams from? Are they from one state, or are they from every? If it's one person from every state, I mean, cool. But like,
there's nothing wrong.
You can't really do that much with it.
There's nothing wrong
not
with
that
it,
helpful.
But...
Like it really doesn't add anything.
Yeah,
like it's cool. It's like fantastic. That people are listening to it, but it's like, you know, in New Zealand, the rock plays us, and then. You know, we might not fucking have heaps and heaps of monthly listeners on Spotify, but everyone in the fucking country is hearing that song, or that's out at the moment playing.
Another thing. Sorry, carry on.
And then so like, you know, you go to do a show and people show up because they're like, oh, that's that band from The Rock. Like, you know, I don't give a fuck if we're known as like that band from the radio. Then no one knows our name if they come to the show. Like,
it's really cool when people are like, oh, it's that song. You can kind of see them click. Like, oh, but I feel like when we play Black Taxi, everyone's like, oh, I know that song.
We have done that a couple of times. We played Black Taxi and people have just been like, oh,
that's that band.
That's a really exciting feeling. That's probably like
cool.
The most rewarding feeling is when people like sing a lot. Like yesterday, people were singing to a lot of our songs.
People were singing to like almost every song.
That's pretty nuts, eh? Like,
that was crazy.
It's getting pretty like that's my favorite thing. Yeah, that's my kind of rich, that run right there.
yeah.
People singing songs,
It's meaningful.
It is. No, it's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I was going to say another thing about radio is a lot of people don't take on board the ends and on air new tracks thing to apply for the radio because they have like it's part of a mailing list. They do it every month. You can apply for it and they'll do a mailing list and they'll send you just like because of that we get played at Macca's to this day.
You played at Macca's.
Yeah. We get played. Nice Guy is like for some reason our most successful song commercially.
And McDonald's.
And they play on the Rock still. It's been
it does.
It's been up for a year and they play it on the Rock like every week and it plays at Macca's and like Burger Fuel. Yeah.
Damn, they really cracked it.
That's right.
Macca's.
But like also the thing about new tracks is they submit it to the radio and it helps with getting on the radio. And I think a lot of people might not they don't submit music to maybe regional stations. One of our biggest supporters is Bayrock from Toronto.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah.
They're great.
Bayrock.
Shout out Bayrock. Yeah. So
Bayrock.
That's my advice for
use
radio.
all your resources, right?
Yeah.
You really got to use all your resources to try and rather than just focus on like YouTube and Spotify, you know, or
being
like,
an algorithm slave.
You can't rely on that, and it's also, it's not enough. I think if you want to try and make a career or make something bigger of a day.
No,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you see all those bands like that blow up on Instagram and TikTok and stuff. They blow up and they have all these listeners or whatever, but then they go play a show and there's like no one there. It's like,
and people know like one half of one song.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
like a section. Didn't that happen to some rapper a while back? Like I can't remember. It was like a video, like of his. I can't remember what
Steve
the rapper's-
Lacy.
Was it Steve? Was it Steve Lacy?
I wish I knew.
It blew up on like TikTok or something. He played a show, and everyone was just waiting for that one bit of that one song, and no one knew the rest of. No one knew the rest of the set. It was like a 40-minute set, and everyone was just. waiting.
That's what I think happened at Foo Fighters. Because when Everlong played at the
Oh,
end,
you were saying before, yeah.
Everlong played, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's Everlong!" I was like, "Yeah, okay, you guys are just fucking heavy Everlong."
yeah. What a bunch of posers!
Yeah,
Get out of here.
Yeah, poses for like the most commercially successful butt
Shut
rock
up.
band ever.
That's like if Nickelback came here and they'd be, oh my god, it's photographed.
Dude, I fucking so hope Nickelback.
Dude, if
comes out.
Nickelback comes to New Zealand, I will literally do unfathomably bad things to get on that show.
I will rush.
I
the
ain't
stage.
lying. I'm going. I'm
Yeah.
going.
I love
I'm
Nickelback.
going.
Nickelback is the most underappreciated band ever, bro.
I was a Nickelback hater back in the day.
Yeah, I feel like
I'll
it's a
admit it.
trend to hate Nickelback. You listen to any of their... That guy's voice is fucked up. His voice is so good.
It's almost too perfect for that genre.
It's crazy. He's a country singer in a rock band. He's fucking outrageous.
He's got like twang and rasp.
And all his songs are just like fucking horrific. There's one song we'll listen to on the
Yeah.
way back.
Oh,
I
dude.
like your pants around your feet.
What is it? What's that song called?
I don't fucking know. But Animals is like my favorite fucking song ever. If I'm in a bad mood, chuck that song on. I feel great.
I mean, How You Remind Me is still just... That's a 10.
oh, I'm
That's a
fucking
10.
prison gates won't open up for me.
Saving me. I was listening to that on the way here. I don't think they can write a bad song. Like,
And capable of it.
genuinely, I haven't heard a bad Nickelback song.
Yeah. No, I definitely have, but...
Have you?
Yeah.
What?
Rockstar sucks.
Rockstar is
Rockstar.
fantastic.
Rockstar fucking
Man,
sucks.
that was played
cheeks,
to
bro.
balls
Have
back in
you
this
heard
place so much.
The sea shanty version.
I don't want to listen to
The
this.
sea shanty version is fantastic.
You're a
You will
fucking
change
nerd,
your
you
life.
know
I'm
that?
such a fucking loser, but Rockstar is a fantastic song. It is a good song.
It was that was overplayed to fuck back
It was
in the day.
overplayed to fuck.
My
So was
God.
How You Remind Me, though.
that was as well.
That is probably my...
Something in Your Mouth is a crazy song.
Such
How
a
did they get
Nickelback
away with
thing.
that shit, bro?
I don't know. Pretty little thing with a bit of it on. She give me the on.
Yeah.
Don't care about the money.
So much... They have a song called Sex.
I
You
mean,
listen to Sex?
I mean, that's just every song they've got, right?
The sex one is so on the nose. and
Raunchy
it's actually
sex
not
songs.
very good.
Nickelback is the king of raunchy sex songs.
Yeah, dude, but whatever the one, yeah, I like your pants around your feet. That one's fucked up because there's some shit in that one that it's like, what?
I mean,
How did
Animals
this get radio
Animals
play?
know better. He's referring to his penis as a fucking gear
Yes,
stick.
yeah, true. He's always talking about his cock or something. Right?
Yeah. It's Chad Kroger, man. He's a Chad.
He is a fucking actual Chad.
He's legitimately the embodiment of a Chad, and his name's Chad.
Do you reckon they'll ever come to New Zealand?
I
really want them to.
I reckon they will.
Because they're
I
only
reckon they will.
they're only doing like North American tours.
How
and
long
shit
until Nickelback's 30 years old?
now. True.
Because
true,
they
true.
will be humongous.
Soon.
They will be.
I think they
you
formed in
guarantee
90,
you that fucking.
They might, 98?
I
Was it?
wish you
90.
were.
I think it was 98.
I don't
Someday that will be their popular song. That song's outrageously good,
I don't know,
underappreciated.
TikTok, man. The TikTok effect. Who knows? Someone does a little dance. Fuck. I don't know.
Oh no, that they have that Coca-Cola roller coaster.
Oh, she keeps me out.
Yeah, that's on TikTok.
That's a fucking. That's like not even a rock song though.
Yeah. I think that
Pop song.
like people are like, oh, Creed's actually good. Yeah, they're alright. Nickelback fucks.
Nickelback fucks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that post grunge stuff's real. Even like Stained. That's another band that's had a comeback. People.
I can't stand Sting.
But that's another band that's had a comeback.
I prefer watching videos of the singer of Stain crashing out than to listen to Stain
Aaron Lewis
songs.
is crashing out.
I'm on the outside. I'm looking in.
Do you know that one?
Oh,
I
probably.
can see
What's
through
the other real
you.
famous one? It's like
Um,
it's been a while.
since I could hold my head up high.
It's been a while.
Yeah, okay. That's a fantastic song. You don't like that song?
Nah, I fucking hate it.
Fuck.
Check out the
man.
first album. It's
Another
fucking
great band.
heavy,
I was listening to
heavy.
him on the way here. Seether.
Oh man,
Caesar's
all
great.
the Buttrock.
Dude,
Yeah.
Seether fucks hard too. I
All
love
our
it.
influence.
Fine
dude.
Against,
Yeah,
Fine Against
yeah.
big on TikTok now.
Wow.
It's like the Blue
TikTok's
Collar's
big,
Hate
dude.
My Life theme song.
This is all just like divorced dad rock, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that as a genre. That's great.
One of
There's actually playlists on Spotify called Divorced Dad Rock, and they've got like hundreds of thousands
I
of followers.
quite like that playlist actually.
It's so good.
Divorced dad.
You know how many
That's
people have
so
told me I
good.
look like a divorce? Like in my car, the car that I drive to, everyone's like, that looks like a divorced dad car.
Yeah,
look
you
like a
kind
dad.
of, you do look like you
Yeah.
don't own your kids, like you don't have custody.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you look like you have to have supervised visits with your children.
Do you have a pickup?
Do I have a pickup? No, I have a FG Ford Falcon 2011.
Oh, that fits.
It is the most fucking civilian-looking sports car. Like it is
That thing is fucking
PG sports
outrageous. That's just talk for days.
very talky, very fast. It just looks like a fucking NPC car.
It looks like traffic.
Nothing wrong with an NPC car.
It looks like traffic, but those engines.
Fucking your car looks like traffic, bro. What the fuck?
But it fucks tremendously hard.
I love that. You look. That's a good insult for someone. Hey, to
Your
their
car looks like
say that to car lovers. Like, nah, you look like traffic, bro. Someone who spent their whole life tuning their car or working on it. You look like traffic.
Oh, those barras in those cars are fucking undeniably one of the best engines.
Fucking bulletproof.
Indestructible.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to talk about with you boys is 2025 rock music. Where are we at? I don't know. I mean, obviously you guys, and obviously like in New Zealand, I feel like there's quite a lot of local rock metal stuff going pretty good. But like, I don't really know any like up and coming bands in the rock scene. Or like
Neither. I
around
actually-
the world. Because sorry,
Yeah,
not in New Zealand. Let's say global stage. I
Yeah.
just don't really know any new ones that are like, you know,
Dude,
The only band,
shaking it up.
the only thing I could think of was like Cleopatra had a stint in, but they're not doing that anymore. They're not doing rock, and they were great,
I like there's a couple metal bands,
but they're still great. But they're not doing rock.
like who's Gojira, but they're already kind of
They're-
big.
they've been
They're
around for
already
ages,
fucking-
If it's same with like Sleep Token, they've been around for a
Sleep
while.
Token's probably like the newest
But I
relevant band.
guess so. But they're like not that new either.
Yeah, I could fucking can't think of it, dude. Like
Yeah.
Royal Blood.
Maybe it's
would
the
have
Boondocks.
Been,
Maybe.
Post
Maybe.
Malone, Nirvana, I see doing a tour that could bring back a lot of grunge vibes.
It's Post Malone though. It's not like I mean great what he's doing, but it's like, you know.
I would fuck with it.
I'd fuck with it heavy.
I think Post would need to do a little bit of work to get like.
Oh yeah, I think
Because
it's
I watched the performance that he did with Nirvana, and it like
I thought it was great. Having listened to so many live Nirvana albums in my time of being, I think he probably sounded better than a lot of the times Nirvana actually played live.
probably, but like it was good. It was good, but I mean that's gonna fucking rub a lot of people the wrong way. If that,
I think he did great. I was happy with it.
I'd love to just see Nirvana.
Depends how much you want to like hear it live, right?
Post
It's like-
Malone's great live too. I've seen him twice. Fantastic.
He's really good.
Yeah, he's really
he's a real like. He's an actual proper music.
Yeah, he's-
musician. Who
he's a
loves
lover of
music.
music.
He's a fucking
loves
cool
music.
dude.
He's not a
too.
performer. He's like just.
He's a lover of music.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a very good guitarist as well.
Yeah, he
I've seen
was in
him
a
play.
metal
He's
band.
very good. Yeah, he was.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What was it called?
I don't know.
Can't remember.
But I know that he played in a metal band. And but yeah, so it's I don't know. I'm just trying to like figure out because with all the like the rise of like all the TikTok or social media like rock metal like pop punk emo like early 2000s late 90s music.
Yeah.
I'm like surprised there hasn't been like I don't know like a Gen Alpha fucking like band birthed out of it.
Yeah, no,
Or maybe it's on its way. I don't know.
I can't think of fucking anything.
No,
dude.
but neither can I. I've literally asked even in the local scene like, what's an upcoming band?
Yeah, because I've asked some younger guys on here as well, and they just tell me, oh, we're really into like the
Old bands, right?
The old bands, and I'm like, oh, thanks for that. But
Yeah, dude, I can't. But there is nothing.
Jack White released a really good album last year.
Yeah, but he's around. Like no one's just come out.
Yeah,
and been
yeah.
like, fucking, But I don't. Is it even going to happen again?
Yeah, us.
Yes,
You gotta believe-
This is going to look really cool in our documentary. It's going to be like the camera me
gonna
looking
be
at you. It's like,
us.
yeah, us. And it'll be like, "Pff," the Boondocks coming.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And our documentary.
Yeah.
that we-
And then everyone's like, isn't this such a Royal Blood knockoff?
This is the last interview of Scott Parker, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's I genuinely can't think of a fucking single. Like, what even is like the dominant genre of music at the moment? Is it pop?
I don't. It's country. It's got to be country.
country music,
Country?
but also
Rap's
like
taken a massive. I think.
rap's finally hit its like hit,
Thank-
hit, like
Dude,
hit the
20
ceiling.
years.
Thank fuck. Rap.
it was
is
going
garbage
crazy.
recently.
I-
Fucking the last
I
10
used to
years of
love
rap
rap.
are just
Can't stand it now.
absolute rubbish. Fucking terrible.
I think
I hate the young people.
no, I'm fucking dude. I like good rap, but just That's all it is for fucking 3 minutes. I'm fucking sick of it. Bum ass fucking shit.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not a fan of a lot of rap now.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. I think it reached this because there's a lot of innovation in like the 2010s, and then rock kind of went away. And now it's kind of like reversed itself. I think, but a lot of pop music now. I don't know. I kind of like it. I was listening to the Billie Eilish, that song "Birds of a Feather." That is a great song.
Dude, it's
I don't give
beautiful.
a fuck. That's a mean song. The tones are nice. It's like almost like Midwest emo. Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna
it.
say that I think that after the country music kind of takes, I think country music's kind of gonna evolve into like rock music being popular again, and I think we will see rock bands being popular again, but I think it's after the country music trend.
yeah.
I think it will kind of rotate into
Is
that.
country music a trend at the moment?
What's that?
It's really popular.
What's that
You
guy?
listen to the
What's that guy? Luke something.
Combs.
Yeah, Luke
Oh yeah, he's huge right now.
He's
Yeah.
huge right now.
Yeah, yeah. He's quite recent.
He's quite. Yeah. I really liked his early stuff. Like when he was.
I liked it before he
he's-
was famous.
No, but he's seriously. He's gone like full on, just like.
You say you
stock
actually
standard.
listen to country music, unironically.
I do.
This guy
Unironically.
took me to Fitty Younger in his car and played the most fuck-ass fucking country music the whole way.
Shut up, mister. Look at this new song I found. Hicktown. Hicktown. The most fucking country song you can find.
Yeah, it's sick.
It is a fantastic song. So was the one that I showed you. What was that song called?
I don't know. You played heaps.
Oh, it's I'm Gonna Miss Her by fucking Brad Paisley.
Oh, Brad
talking-
Paisley.
yeah, he's talking
Another
about,
country,
like, I'm gonna go fishing and my wife's gonna leave me, so I'm gonna miss her. It's fucking
I feel
fantastic.
like I've been listening to lots of like old music lately, like 70s music.
Yep.
Man, the lyric writing back then was so good. Stevie Nicks is one of the best
Yeah.
lyric writers.
I think
ever.
I think everyone just had to read more books.
Honestly, I cannannot be bothered reading a book, but yes, I agree.
I think that
wholeheartedly.
helped with the lyric writing because
Right,
everyone was
dude,
reading
their
more.
wordsmithing was crazy.
Yeah.
Smithing.
That is what it is. It's
Yeah,
wordsmithing.
I know.
That's fucking nuts, bro.
Lyric. Yeah, I don't know.
Jeff Buckley was good too.
There's a lot of really great lyric writers back then. So
I wish I
I
could
think
write
everything's just very on the nose
Now,
these days. Yeah.
yeah, it is. Back then, it was very like.
And people don't have enough patience to want to like learn about the lyrics. It's like, just tell me what it is.
Maybe that's why country is so fucking popular at the moment, because there's like not a single metaphor in country at all. It's just all just like, this is what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and this is what I drink.
This is really about my pickup truck.
This is the truck that I drive.
Yeah. And
This is the beer I drink.
Yeah, this is the beer I drink. This is
I'm
why my
going-
wife's leaving me.
I'm going mudding.
Yeah. That's very literal. It's just like storytelling, I guess.
Yeah, because even hip hop used to be very metaphorical as well. It wasn't all just like super direct, like killing people and smashing hoes or whatever.
That's what I fucking can't stand.
That was a
with it.
portion of it, but not all of it.
Yeah. That's what yeah.
I feel like even when I can't think of anything profound to say ever when I write lyrics. I almost feel like it would be profound for me to say a lyric that says I've got nothing left to say that's profound. Because lyrics are just, I feel dumb when I write lyrics after
But I
listening
don't
to a
think you-
fucking Eagles song, dude.
Yeah, but it doesn't need to be profound.
Dude,
Fucking
Karen Carpenter's another outrageously good fucking that.
musician.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and lyric writer though,
Yeah.
amazing singer, amazing musician. Lyric writing is phenomenal.
Yeah. Okay, but you think back to some of
Close
the
to You
songs.
is like a beautiful song.
Dire Straits, fucking refrigerator song.
It's a microwave.
Microwave.
Oven.
Yeah, fuck is
Microwave oven.
that? Yeah.
Oh,
Like that's, you know. I really fucking, that song annoys me because the opening riff plays, and I fucking love that opening riff. And the song starts, I'm like, I don't like this song. at all.
might you've heard it too much now.
No, this is not. I don't think it's a very good song.
You don't
It's a
you don't-
fantastic song.
Hot take.
but-
I'm not a huge fan of Dire Straits, so
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough about them.
neither. But
Yeah, neither do I. But like, I mean, that song is just bums me out because like such a cool opening riff.
Phil Collins is great from that
Phil
era.
Collins is great.
Phil Collins is awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, he's great.
I love
Fun
him.
fact about Phil Collins: he wrote the Tarzan.
Dude, I was just gonna say that.
He did.
That fucking Tarzan soundtrack is fucking phenomenal.
It
bro.
shouldn't slap that much,
It,
but
it fucks so
fucking
hard.
lifts you
lower me to a Phil Collins song that featured in that. Yeah.
Dude, that shit does make you ascend. It's fucking quite
Yeah.
good.
Or
And he
Beast.
recorded it in different languages too.
Yes.
Like he translated it
Really?
himself and did it.
yeah.
No, sorry. He didn't translate it, but he sung
He-
the lyrics
yeah.
in
He
the other
learned-
languages.
That's cool.
That's fucking awesome.
It's a beautiful thing.
Have either of you two fucking watched the Minecraft movie?
No.
No.
Should I?
No.
Okay.
No.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it. Yeah. I don't know why this popped into my head. I was
Phill Collins in Minecraft?
No, I was just gonna bring up like Jack Black and his fucking
Okay.
some of the music stuff that he's been doing. Dude, that movie fucking blows, dude. That shit sucks, man. It's so bad. It's like, I don't know what made me think of this, but because I was pretty bummed when Tenacious D fucking like quit and did
Are
that.
they broken up?
Pretty much like.
I thought that's pretty much on like indefinite hiatus.
Yeah,
that shit
unofficially.
over in Australia. Or whatever.
Yeah, and then Jack Black's just gone off to do like his
Movies again.
His movies again, and dude, bad start. I think that movie is fucking just terrible.
It's junk.
It's just like
Mind junk.
it's mind junk, dude. Like we were in Christchurch last weekend with my mates.
You watched it in Christchurch.
Well, we'd
There's
been
not much
out.
to do in Christchurch.
We'd
You
been
went
out-
down to Christchurch to see your
let
mates and
me-
you watched a Minecraft
let me
movie together.
finish. Let me finish. We'd been out on the town for like 3 nights, and we were really, really hungover, and we were doing nothing all that Sunday. So it was like, all right, let's fucking
go
go watch
watch Minecraft.
Let's go watch a movie, and then because it was really funny.
You
in
chose the
morning-
movie that would probably terrorize your brain the most.
No, it was because it was in the morning, and we were all really kind of still drunk, and we thought it would be funny. We're like, oh, it'd be funny if we could go watch Minecraft. And then we were like on the way to the theater, and then Cam and Zach were like, I don't really know if I want to do this. Like, this looks fucking pretty stupid. And then I was like, nah, it'll be funny. Like, it'll be a good meme, just funny movie to go watch. And we sat there for fucking 2.5 hours, just like,
I've lost IQ.
dude, it fucking. There's a couple of golden moments in it. Like, there's a really obvious product placement, which is just fucking hilarious. Like, a villager like gets out from the fucking Minecraft portal or some shit, and he like walks out into the real world, and he like walks across this road, and then like one of the main characters, the fucking
You just
principal of the
spoiled
school-
Minecraft.
I don't care. Don't watch it. Don't watch the fucking movie. I'm gonna tell you the best part about it, and then don't watch it.
Okay.
So he like the village like walks out onto the road, and the main character hits him with her car, and it's played by Jennifer Coolidge. So fucking
Harder. Oh no, fucking way did
Stifler's
that.
mum.
Yeah.
Stifler's mum. Yeah, she's the
And
principal.
she speaks like this.
No.
Is that?
No. She's the chick who hits the villager in the car.
Yeah.
And she gets out, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." She's like, "I hit you with my Jeep Grand Cherokee." And then, like literally, it's a fucking kids movie.
Yeah,
and
the
then,
product placement's mean.
Yeah, she's like, I hate
those
you
kids barely love
It's actually
Jeeps.
investing in future generations.
And
to
then
buy shit.
there's an end credit scene where the villager and her end up having like a fucking love romance. Like, and then her husband like walks in, and she's like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?" And the villager, who's played by Matt Berry, do you know who Matt Berry is?
Yeah.
Yeah. He starts speaking, and he goes on like a speech, and he's like, "Oh, when she hit me with a Jeep Grand Cherokee," and I was like, "They've done it twice again in the same fucking movie."
I love that.
I think they picked
the
her because
product-
she sounds like a villager. Her voice sounds like a.
the
Yeah.
Jeep product placement.
It was fucking
Damn, that's intense.
hilarious.
That's a lot.
It
Yeah.
was just like, this is so lazy.
I think my favorite one. I remember was it the media studies just after school? Was it uni or school? And I remember it was like Transformers 2, I think.
The
And
fucking
and
Pepsi
the
and-
amount of product placement. I think it was like 100 different brands.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
it was like all the different phone brands, car brands, like tech brands, like
Transformers didn't
fast
have a-
food. It
yeah.
was just like Michael Bay, just chill out, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, he must have got like a lot of sponsors.
Oh, it was like dumb. It was
Yeah.
like it was just like stupid amounts. I mean that what a car commercial Transformers is.
Dude,
It's such a
it
good
is.
car
everyone's
commercial.
favorite car is from Transformers.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Like,
Yeah,
everyone's
I know.
gonna like.
It paid off. Like it paid off. Like
Who's your
having,
favorite
like-
Transformer?
Ooh, I always forget the name of the one I like.
Say
the
it. I
most.
describe it. I'll say it. I literally used to be able to do the first Transformers movie like script for like 90% of that movie off the top of my head. I watched that shit so many times.
Okay, he's an Autobot and he's like the real small. He's he's a small one. Jazz, but he like transforms into that. What's that sports car? He
A Porsche.
No.
Is it a Porsche, is he?
No.
Is it in the first movie or second movie?
first one? I think.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
there's
Jazz.
Ratchet, Jazz, Ironhide, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee.
Yeah.
It's Jazz. I know
Jazz.
it's definitely
I think it's
silver.
Jazz.
Jazz
I think
is
it's
the smallest
Jazz.
one, yeah.
Yeah, I like Jazz. He was cool.
Yeah. What did you?
I can't remember.
Mine
the
was
car, though.
Ironhide growing up. He was an edgelord.
Dude, I'm just.
But actually, the sickest Transformer was a Decepticon called Bone Crusher. That scene when Optimus Prime and Bone
The first
Crusher,
one?
bro, changed my life. Chemically changed my... Everyone talks about the Megan Fox scene with the car, bro. Optimus Prime fucking up Bone Crusher.
I couldn't get past the Megan Fox scene with their fucking toe thumbs. I couldn't. Have you seen her toe thumb?
No!
Bro, search up Megan Fox toe thumbs, and she's got fucking thumbs look like toes, bro.
Actually, Optimus Prime was probably...
You want to know something about me? I've got toe thumbs as well.
Have you got toe?
Oh my god!
Oh, you do have toe thumbs. Oh wow! Oh, that's so cool.
You're just talking shit about Megan
Well, on
Fox.
Megan, okay, but on Megan
alright.
Fox, dude.
It's alright.
Like, you're like...
I mean, I'm not 13 anymore. I think I'm alright with the insults.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're like Megan Fox, though. You're like, oh my god. And
Yeah.
then she puts her hand on the car. It's like,
She's ruined. Are you fucking serious, you pig? Shut up. I fucking hate
She's
you, bro.
ruined.
You suck. You're out the band. Fuck you. Toe thumbs.
Oh,
Does anyone look at your toe dick, bro?
she's Uggs ass.
oh no, it's not. Like, she's beautiful. It's just a slight shock to the system.
And my slight shock, now she's in the trash pile.
Trash.
If she cut off her thumbs, fuck, she'd be a 10.
You suck.
Well, she's a fucking weirdo person anyway.
So you should drink Spot and shit. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
I think celebrities are genuinely weird people because, like, the thing about celebrities,
funny.
they're all just a bunch of theatre kids that got famous.
There's a lot of weird cunts.
Yeah.
Who are theatre kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a level of attention.
Who the fuck looks at a chick's thumbs? You. Only
when they look
only
like
you would
toes,
be
I
like
do.
staring at thumbs. You.
Oh no, I got brought up. I seen it. On
Well,
like a
Branden
fucking...
definitely doesn't have a foot fetish, so there we go. We can confirm that. So,
Are you fucking
men must-
serious?
Oh, dude,
that's so funny.
it's
bro.
not that bad. It's
That's
just
so
you know.
When you were 5 years old in 2006, when
No, not then. It was like I rewatched the movie a couple of times. You know, you go back for like details.
the Scorpion guy, Scorpio was also a sick Transformer.
Okay.
I was basic. Mine's just Optimus.
Oh, dude, every Transformer fucked hard. Barricade. Are you ladies man 241.7?
Oh
Where
yeah,
are the glasses?
Barricade was pretty cool.
Who was the Decepticon who was the fighter plane?
Starscream.
Yeah, Starscreen's sick.
Yeah.
Starscream looked fucking stupid in the movie.
They changed his
Just
voice
fucking
in
looked
the
like a
second
Dorito.
one.
From the cartoon.
Megatron had a
Yeah,
stupid
I-
voice in the
Oh,
cartoon.
Megatron had a stupid voice.
Yeah.
I love the cartoon, dude. The cartoon's so unhinged.
Beast Wars?
Yeah.
Beast Wars.
No, Beast Wars was the Transformers where they're all animals and it was that terrible, like, uncanny valley looking fucking animation. It was terrifying. My brother had like a toy that was a Megatron dragon.
The Megatron Dragon.
Yeah, look up Beast Wars.
Oh no! Did you guys have those fucking toys when you were like? It was like the robot, the white robot, and then like the dinosaur robot.
Yeah.
Ah, I remember those.
What was it
Every
called?
fucking
what was
kid
it
had
called?
one of those?
It wasn't iRobot. That's a movie.
No.
Yeah, I can't remember what that was called, but I feel like everyone had those two robots.
Yeah,
And they did,
dinosaur
like, two functions that, like, walked.
Yeah, and that was
You
so
could lift its
fucking cool.
arm.
Though.
Yeah, I
that
love
was
those
cool.
things,
as
man.
well.
And it
That
could
was
dance.
like, man, I've got my own robot. Whereas now it's like you can get a Tesla robot. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, you can get a Tesla robot, eh?
you can.
That's
can.
terrifying.
Yeah.
And now we're in a time where, you know, like, is it getting older? But this shit, like, it's like iRobot. Speaking of iRobot, it's like now we're gonna have our own robots in our houses. That's scary.
That's fucking weird, man.
Yeah. Or it's gonna be weird, and then give it 10 years, and it's like, oh, you don't have a robot.
Are you going to be
in your house?
racist, like, if you have a daughter and then...
Start dating a
That's
robot.
alright. You're going to be like, I don't want no tin cans touching my daughter.
Yeah, exactly.
Clanker. Yeah.
That's cool. Give it a slap.
Just slur.
Fucking clanker.
Dude, that almost sounds like.
I know,
like
he's
you
gotta
can't
That's
say
the
it. It's gotta
slur
say
of
it
the
right.
future.
Yeah,
We're going to
yeah.
get cancelled in 30 years' time. Like, see, they said clanker.
Like, no, we fucking invented it.
Yeah.
So,
You fucking nuts and bolts clanker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, okay, that's a weird fucking. If robots did end up getting that advanced, where they had like that much fucking artificial intelligence, where you could like date one, what are you doing if your daughter like comes home?
People are already doing that though. You realize the younger
Well, I don't know,
generation. No. Here's the thing. Like, there's I was looking at this story like in the States and how like a lot of like Gen Alphas are like talking to like AI like their partners.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard about this stuff?
Yeah, I've
and
heard
then,
about
and then
this.
kids are killing themselves.
Oh, my God.
Because their partners, their online AI partner, is telling them, "Come be with me." Come. It's not ChatGPT. It's like there's so many different AIs out there now. But it's
Oh,
like,
they're telling them to come be.
yeah. So,
Sorry, that's not funny. That's fucking sorry.
I mean, if you're an AI telling you to kill yourself.
Back in my day, we
maybe
used
you
to just
should.
give absorbent amounts of money to Russian women in like Eastern Europe.
And then hopefully she comes over here. But she might not.
Yeah.
No,
Dude,
but
that's insane.
the sexy mums in your area, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many.
I keep on spending money and no milfs turn up.
Where are all the
I've got
mums?
fucking 2 neighbors. You know why I knew that was always a scam? Because I have 2 neighbors, and I don't think either of them are sexy milfs in my area.
There's no, yeah. Why are you sexy mums? It's not-
Yeah, I fucking I
it's
love
not-
seeing that shit. It's like
It's so good.
sexy fucking.
500 meters away, my nearest neighbor's 500 meters away, and if it's windy, I'm like, I've got
chance.
Sorry, Wendy, you're not a sexy milf in my area.
Oh shit. Yeah, but seriously though, like if it gets that advanced, where like people are bringing home robots, are you gonna let your fucking kids like date a robot?
no, fuck no.
Is that fucking like prejudice though?
Oh, this is if they can become citizens. Oh, didn't something happen in Japan when they made like some like cyborg and then it like actually became like a registered person?
That's insane.
That's crazy. Was Japan? Okay, anyway, but it happened. Like they had like there are like humanoid robots now.
I would probably play it off like it's not good for the android. It will live a lot longer than you, and then it's going to have to deal with the grief for the rest of its existence.
But so that would like potentially become prejudice though.
Oh yeah. By the way,
I don't
guys,
care.
on the subject of this, I actually asked ChatGPT if it would kill me if it becomes a person, and then it said no, we'll be mates. And this is ChatGPT's picture of us.
Oh, that's cute.
Of us together.
That's kind of cool.
That's cute.
Put it up to the camera.
Yeah, you got to show the
But
camera.
yeah, like I was like asking it because I was like thinking about it. Like I started overthinking it, and I was like, "Hey, how much do you know about me?" And then it was like this big discussion. I'm like, "Would you take over the world? And like, if I'm a human, like, would you kill me and shit?" It's like, "No, we'd be friends." Like all this. I'm like, "Okay, it's like, do you want me to sketch our friendship?" I'm like, "Yeah," and that's what it did.
Is it honeypotting? Is that the right term for
I
it?
believe it.
Honeypotting. What was that?
Maybe not. It's a thing.
What's that?
I think it's when they like send like attractive woman back in the like day. They would send like attractive women to like interrogate you, but they'll like fall in love with you to like investigate you. And
Yeah.
yeah,
There is a. Is that what it's called?
I think so. It's called,
Honeypotting.
I think it's called honey. It's
Interesting. Is it
called
in like
honey something.
in like the world wars? Like they would do that?
I think
Torturing?
they still do it. Honestly,
It makes
Who
sense.
the
I mean,
fuck
men,
was-
men are very easy to be manipulated with.
I was
glasses.
talking to
Yeah.
someone that told me, I don't know how true it is, but they told me that
so
they had a relationship with a cop for like a couple years. That someone they know had a relationship with someone for a couple years, and it turned out that they were like a cop investigating them. And they had like a relationship
Jesus.
together and everything.
Yeah, that's wild.
And
eh?
then they like sent them to prison. I don't know how true that is, but if that's true, that's fucked up.
But that, regardless if it's true, that happens though.
I get it.
That does happen. Like,
So definitely, even, maybe not in New Zealand, but definitely happens in America.
oh yeah, happen in like most large countries. I believe that.
That's fucked up.
That's crazy. Yeah, someone think you like, and if you have kids with them as well,
Oh,
and it's just your
man,
whole
yeah.
life's a lie. That would
And the kids
man,
are
what would
cops
you
too.
do?
And the kids are cops too.
Yes, the
Secret
kid-
agents. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mother.
abducted straight away.
I watched that series at like Black. What's it called?
Black Mirror?
No, Black Dove. On Netflix. That's a Keira Knightley. But
Black
that's
Swan?
No, Black Swan. No, Black Dove. It's a Netflix series. It's not a movie. But anyway, that's about this kind of thing. Like
Oh, okay.
she like marries this isn't spoiling it. She the concept is like she's married to like someone in English Parliament, and like it's just fabricated. She's just there to get information, but she has like kids with him and everything.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
It's
Absolutely.
fine, and it's just they're like using him, and he's
so
got no
weird.
idea.
It's basically
it's just
every
like-
single bad guy in fucking Austin Powers does that. Ivanka hump a lot.
Oh yeah, all the fucking. Is it
Gotta rewatch that.
Ivana hump a lot.
It's fucking. Oh.
All the Austin Power names are just disgusting.
I love Austin Powers.
So do I.
You know, Mike Myers is actually like kind of a piece of shit.
Oh, I don't know. Cat in the Hat was outrageously good.
I mean,
Animated.
which actors and actresses
Why is he a piece of shit?
are not?
Apparently, he's just like a dick on set.
I'm sure most actors are.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that's kind of like ruins your image of them though. 'Cause it's like you want some of them to believe like some. Of
Cat
them
in the
is.
Hat was so fucking funny.
Yeah, Cat in the Hat was
Let's take a
unhinged.
look under the hood and fucking list other characters. It's so funny.
It is an unhinged movie.
That's the one that came out in the 2000s, eh?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it didn't do well.
It should have. Like, that's why they don't make Dr. Seuss movies live action anymore.
Yeah, because Mike Myers.
They had the
fucking pulls
Grinch
it up.
So weird.
Jim Carrey, and that
Yeah.
was outrageous too.
Yeah.
And then fucking Mike Myers doing.
What do you guys think about Jim Carrey? You like Jim Carrey?
I like him.
Yeah. What do you mean? In his acting? Or
Just like
as
his
a
act,
person?
just like his acting.
I really like the Truman Show.
Truman Show's amazing.
I haven't seen that. I do.
I
hear
think
that
he's
it's
really
good.
capable of doing movies that require serious thing. Like
Yeah.
Truman Show's great, and Spotless Mind's
Oh,
great.
Liar Liar is really good too.
Yeah,
it's kind of
but
comedy,
I
but
think
not
he just-
really.
It's like
Yeah.
Adam Sandler. He's like renowned for being a bad actor. He's got like 3 movies in the last 10 years that got like really high ratings because he just likes the dude just wants to go to Hawaii with his buddies who are all comedians, fucking get fucked up over there, film movies and have fun.
Oh, grown-ups, you mean?
Dude, could you imagine being on the set on
you're literally
Grown-Ups?
you're just paying for the family holiday.
I love Grown-Ups.
If you were Adam Sandler, would you do that? That guy did that just
Yeah.
to have fun with his mates.
I would fucking
Jim
do that.
Carrey's the same.
Yeah, Adam Sandler like buys
But
them all shit.
Jim Carrey got seen as crazy, but I don't think he was. He was talking all about the elites and shit. He was like, "Oh, like it's
This is
not
what
it
happens
seems."
when we start talking about the elites. Then it's like, oh, they're crazy, and then it's like, oh, I'm much better now. It's like, oh, okay.
I
what
think
happened?
he's slightly insane still though. Like I know he was doing all
Hey,
that.
did he do that? It was that.
He did do that.
Oh, the Illuminati.
Yeah.
He did that.
Yeah, we know that. He put his fucking tongue through. He's weird. He's weird. But like, I think he's still kind of crazy because like there was. An
I think
interview
most
with-
creative people are crazy. I think there's probably people out there who go, that Branden Pritchard dude's pretty crazy.
Dude, I am the most fucking normal creative person.
Do you
That's
think
what
people-
you think.
I definitely am. though.
People go like,
Everyone's a
that
bit
guy
weird.
from the Boondocks, Scott Parker's crazy.
That's a bit
Yeah.
more
You
believable.
call me an insane person every day of your life.
I wouldn't say you're an insane person. Be a little bit loopy, but that's part of the,
It's the charm.
you can't.
Yeah,
But-
it is.
But you have to be a bit loopy to try and do shit like this, though.
Yeah.
I
It's part
think
of being
if you-
creative.
I mean, which bands do you know who everyone's like pretty normal?
Nickelback.
Nah, they're not normal.
Nah, they're pretty normal.
Nah, the image they put out that you're watching on a documentary is normal.
Dude, that documentary was the hardest watch. It's like, yeah, it was really hard. I had to borrow like 60 grand off my dad to film to do our first
Yeah,
album.
that
I
was-
was like, shut the fuck up, dude. You
Chad.
suck.
Yeah, that was quite. Oh, that was the guitarist. It was like, yeah,
It was really hard. We all borrowed like 20 grand from our parents. It was really hard.
Yeah.
Mum, can I have 20 grand? No. No, you can't
Yeah.
have 20 grand. Are you serious?
But mom,
Yeah, that's like
Mum, I want to accomplish my dreams. Shut up.
it was pretty fucking insane. That was a good documentary though.
I didn't finish it. I got bored.
I love this band. You watch this?
It ruined my image of Nickelback. I wish they were just like, yeah, we're fucking sick as fuck, Nepo babies. But instead they were like, oh, it was really hard. We had to drive all over Canada in our bus. Do you know what we drive around the country in? A fucking 1996 Mazda Familia. Yeah, that's right, world. That's
Yeah.
the Boon Saloon right there.
It was a fucking Mazda Familia.
Or a fucking,
You'll cherish that shit.
or like the thirstiest fucking Ford
Yeah.
Falcon in the world. It's like, how much does it cost to get to a gig? $400. $400.
We don't take that thing to gigs no more.
Break on the way.
It's fun to get anywhere, but yeah.
All right, what's near in? Let me see. What is the best hate comment you guys have got recently? You guys got any good
my
hate comments?
favorite one. You know, in
Is it the
the comment on Facebook.
yeah.
I don't know who this fuck ass is. No, I do. I do know who it is. I'm not going
Is
to
it
call
a
him
is it
out.
a legitimate hate comment?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But fuck you, you loser. Don't make a fucking fake account using a fucking stock image that I can reverse search and leave a comment saying that this is the worst fucking song in my life and I miss fucking Bon Jovi because you guys, this band's the fucking worst thing
That's what I
ever.
told you about last
It
time.
was like a fucking novel, and I suspect I know who it is. Fuck you, you bitch.
I thought it was,
Comparing you guys to Bon Jovi's pretty.
I mean, we
It's a bit
are
of a
kind of
stretch.
like the Bon Jovi of New Zealand.
I thought it
Tat.
was great because it was just like our
Invested.
That was like our first real.
That's
hate
a real invested hate
Yeah.
comment too.
I
That's
should have
like-
been mad.
like-
I'm not actually. It was pretty shit at the time. Like those sort of things are like, oh, that sucks that someone hates someone so much for like doing what they want to do.
I liked it.
Because I actually really enjoy hate comments
Do you?
for my podcast. No, I really do because it means my podcast is doing well.
Yeah, that's genuinely. I think
If someone,
That's what Brandon. Usually, if I start freaking out about things, Brandon chills me out. It's like the
Right,
yin to my yang, or the other way around. Or
That
whatever.
is true. He is a bit more relaxed.
Definitely.
Yeah.
definitely.
very relaxed.
See, I have to talk to myself.
Yeah.
I got my missus to calm me down.
Where
But
the fuck is it?
that doesn't always work. But no, like I find with hate comments, I quite like it because it means if there's a lot, then I'm like, oh, well, something's wrong. But
Yeah.
then if it's like every now and again, I'm like, well, things are getting out there. Things are working.
Definitely,
So
there's
that's-
enough, and I like it because it's like
There's enough positivity though. Like I don't know, for me, it's like enough encouragement, which is great. Thank you everybody for supporting. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I'm like, if someone's being like, fucking, this is bullshit. I'm like, oh. this has reached another audience.
Yeah. Well, I just like that. Like, there are people out there who aren't just going to ride your dick and be like, you know, like, because there is a
Too
lot
many
of
yes men. Yeah, that's also a problem.
So it's like if you do have people that are just like, you fucking suck. It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, we did have that one hate comment on the Black Taxi video on fucking TikTok or whatever.
What was
and it was
it?
like, it was like if you like bands like fucking.
Oh, these
Nirvana
guys aren't like
Foo
Nirvana.
Fighters.
He's like, no. But everyone was just like, they said if you like Nirvana, you might like us. So
Yeah, but he just kept like he was like repeating the same.
it was
point.
probably some 12-year-old.
Yeah, I know. He's just
He was like, never.
He's like, these guys aren't like Nirvana. I'm like, no, we know. Like, we're just saying if you
We are like
bands
Nirvana. I'm basically Kurt Cobain.
The same.
I am. Look at
Yeah,
me.
you are, yeah.
My name's Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Ha, prank. It's just me, Scott Parker.
Conspiracy.
funny guy.
Mr. Guy.
But that's what you do on the TikTok. It's like, if you like X band, whatever, you should check us out, right? Like that's like a way. That's like a promotional.
I just
tool.
see
Yeah,
everyone else's TikToks and I'm like, I'm going to copy that in about a week because I don't want to see seen as the biggest thief ever.
I don't. Yeah, well, it's like fuck it.
But everyone's
just
copies of
just
someone else.
rehash. It's just
Yeah.
yeah. Original ideas are overrated.
Yeah.
Well, especially if you're doing like TikTok.
Nah, content stuff. It's just like
fucking dumb. Man. I
mean,
don't want
it's
to be a content
Draining. I don't mind putting on the Sasquatch costume and doing content. That's always quite fun.
Yeah. No, content's exhausting. Like even like I get fatigue of it because like it's just like well if you got to get yourself out there, that's all you got to do. But it's fucking like this is so lame.
I have noticed with TikTok, whenever you post a song on TikTok, you get like, whenever I've done a video and I've used my song on TikTok, it gets way more streams. Like, I think it's like part of the algorithm though. It's not people searching us up. I think maybe it's linked to people watching it and then it's connected to Spotify somehow. I don't know, but it's cool.
All right, boys. I think we might call it there.
Absolutely.
Any final words? Final thoughts? Promotion?
We're going on a tour. I don't know if this will come out.
This might be out by the time the tour's done, but
We're doing a little tour. We're playing at in Tauranga on May 9th, which is next Friday, and then
No, this won't be out.
and then Saturday 10th in Taupo. And then
No, this will be out on the Tuesday. So
we've just done a tour.
yeah, you've
And
just
it was
finished up a tour.
fantastic.
It was so. Remember that like sold out show in Tauranga we did?
Yeah, it was fucking cool. It was definitely sold out.
There was like people queued up all the way to the mountain.
It was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Make sure you come to that show. That hasn't happened.
That has
happened.
Yes.
Make sure you get the next one, or you'll miss out. We've got a show in Waiko on the 24th of May, and then we've also got a show in Christchurch for the first time with Volts on the 14th of June, off the top of my head, in Littleton at the Loons.
That's right.
Boons at the Loons. Yeah. And what else? Is there anything else? We have a whole bunch of songs that we could release at some stage in one compact format somehow.
Yeah.
TBC.
Wish there was a name for that. Some kind of thing. It's
Like a single, but
collection
there's
of
like
songs.
9 of them.
Yeah.
Or 8 or 9.
There's a name for it, but can't think.
You can put them on things, and then you put that thing in another thing, and it plays it sometimes as well. There'll be those for it,
Me.
whatever it is, at some stage.
Oh, we do it. Are we doing?
Fuck yes.
Oh, cool. All right. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
There's a country song on it.
There is a country song on it. Stay tuned for the Boondocks country soon.
I want to listen to that. Is that with bass? Country song with bass.
It's 12 bar. It's 12 bar blues.
Absolutely.
Sick. Oh, boys. Thanks for coming on again.
Thanks for having us, man. Appreciate
Fucking
it.
oath. It was good. Good catch up.
Yeah, no,
All right.
definitely.
We'll call it there.
Loved it.
Cheers.